Hey guys, and welcome back. This is ChosenArchitect, and today, as you can see, there's diorite behind me, and we build out of it. So, I hope you guys are ready. So today, I want to start off by taking on the premise and concept of a 9x9, and how we can utilize it for our mechanism machines, and also use this as another factory, an alternative factory to the one we have over here. I got some other plans for this. This right here, I think we should totally make this just our create factory. And this one right here, we can turn into the one that's going to be mechanism and industrial, and all the other techie mods. So how do we make a 9x9 look good? Well, we keep the premise of a regular 9x9, just like this, and we just kind of go off to the side. Like, say, instead of doing one in the middle, I know Direwolf likes to add like blocks like this and then turn this into a nice little 3x3 hallway or whatever, and then extend out and keep doing it that way. You could get creative. You can, instead of doing that, how about you make this the hallway here in the back, right? And extend out this way, right? And just continue your rooms. Or even with that, how about you take it out 2 blocks like this? You can still continue this being a 9x9. Or you can actually count this as your new starting point. And so this right here is the start of your 9x9. So you have 1, 2, 3, and then 1, 2, 3, and this becomes your new 9x9. Same over here, where this becomes your new 9x9. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And we just continue this all the way on. So today's video is turning into a building guide, right? So you have this, and you're like, well, that's all fancy and whatnot, but like, what do we do with this? Well, you just keep adding to it. I mean, you seriously just keep adding to this 9x9. You can start at any random spot. Even go down with it. Like, if you want to take this and have another area that goes down, by all means, go for it. What I want to try to do is, like, right here, we have this little corner, and we can keep this symmetrical. So we have 1, 2, we can keep it right here. And same goes for this right here, becomes the new opening, right? And I like to build out my template, at least the kind of structure, so I can get an idea of how this is going to flow and how everything is going to work. But yeah, you can totally make a 9x9 work, and like Dyer does it all the time. He's so good at it now, he can turn pyramids into 9x9s. But anyways, right here, I just do the same thing. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, just like that off the side. And this becomes my new center. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And I mean, you keep building off of this. And if you take a look at this, we look at it from the top, already we have a very interesting design. And when you go to start building around this and start building off this, you can even go and change things up like even more. Say you want to offset it just 1, where it's completely different than everything else. Go for that. Bam, look at this. And this is how I tend to build structures. You don't have to always keep things symmetrical. It's actually really nice when you don't make things symmetrical. It can really make a world of a difference. You can see we can start here, 1, 2, 3, and you can see now it's like a one-off, just like that. And before you know it, you're gonna have a masterpiece before you. Now, if you want to make life easy on yourself and you want to be able to conceal a lot of your machines, then I recommend taking this whole build that you have set up. And I've done this. So this is a 9x9, 9x9, 9, 9. This is an 11 by 11. So I just changed things up just a bit, and it even left us this little room in here that we might be able to hide something in and do with later. Might even be able to put, I don't know. Let's see. Is this so this is a 3x3 area. Might even be able to fit some kind of multi-block in there that we don't want. That's just kind of out of the way and ugly, right? So to do this, all you got to do is just simply add another layer on the outside of all these blocks. And what this is going to do is that's where you're going to actually start building off of. And you can even build more this way, like I did over here with some stairs and stuff, add decoration on the outside. But you want to make this one extra thick. That way, if you want to put machines in the wall or hide wiring, you have the ability to do that because the walls are going to be protecting and covering it. So I have no idea what I'm doing. I've literally just been building off the top of my head. I still don't know what to do with the roof, but I think that I've kind of gotten a design that works. Let me know what you think of this. Yeah, I am building out of diorite. Don't look at it just yet. Don't judge it yet. It is diorite. They just don't have leaves on it yet. There's no leaves yet. There will be leaves. There will be color. It's coming. But I've decided to put a giant C here for ChosenArchitect. And also change up some slate. So I have a bunch of different types of slate that I want to try out for the flooring. And I'm thinking about going with like different types of flooring here. Like there's all kinds of different like cool looking things that we can place on the floor. And yeah, I'm going to try them out. I'm going to try them out for sure. Like I don't know what this is, but it's going in the floor. Same goes for this. Don't know what it is, but it's going to become a floor. So I think the entrance of this should probably be this kind of slate. 100%. By the way, there are going to be stairs right here that are going to take us down into our layer. Into our slate layer? Question mark. I don't even know what you'd want to call this. But I mean, this is a whole part of the creative design. Am I right? We're building a factory today. And I got to get this done. So I kind of like this transition here. I don't know what block to put in the center, as I can't have like both blocks in the center, which would be really cool to do. So I'm just going to have to stick with some other kind of block. Maybe I'm going to put this like blue slate in there, like just some kind of random, I don't know, like this orient slate. That's actually kind of cool. Look at that. Just some random slate that's like that. I might put a light here, actually. That would actually be a good spot for a light. And you can see I'm transitioning into the other rooms by doing this sort of thing. Just needs to stick like one out, and then there's, of course, 3 here. So if I take this, you can see I'm just taking this over. Bam. And then whatever color, which I think I'm going to go with this color here for this room. And we're going to just blend this together. Like, what was the, what's this color? This color is this one right here, right? That looks good. That is going to look fantastic when it's all said and done. So, the diorite factory is done. I actually went ahead and decided to just go ahead and make a bunch of the different mossy diorite and different colored diorite blocks from Create. Thank goodness Create exists, because it wouldn't allow us to get these kind of patterns. I think there's a little bit more overgrown than should be in some spots, but overall, I really like the ability to change the textures like this and just make them, I don't know, just make it stand out a bit more. Now I went with just some trapdoors pretty much everywhere. That really changed the roof and everything. Put trapdoors in the roof. Just gives me a bit of a texture change all over the place. And of course, I went ahead and stained the lanterns white to kind of match that diorite feel. And then even the roof is diorite shingles. Yeah. And I went with that, I don't know, like modern day factory style up here. You know, and usually they'll have like AC machines that we might be able to build up here. But usually they're like a flat roof. And then I know this slate is sort of a bluish color, but it kind of fits because I think normally they put like this asphalt like tar stuff on the top of these roofs, and then they usually cover it with like gravel, but like very fine gravel on top to help kind of reduce heat. And that's just kind of something I went with. These are just trapdoors with some lanterns placed on them, which looks really good in my opinion. And I kind of added these trapdoors down on the bottom just to give it a little bit more, almost as if it's like a shade over top. But overall, I'm gonna give this a giant C rating because I think this looks fantastic. There's also lamps underneath here, lamps all over the place. There's lanterns here. Like look at all these lamps all over the place. Yeah, and we have all these different rooms to play with and put stuff in. And I think right now what I need to do is I need to route power into here. And this is where things can get kind of fun. So I'm making some lampposts, or wooden posts from Immersive Engineering. And this is how we're actually going to transfer the power around our base. Yeah. We're gonna go old school with this. And I need to get the power out of here. We could use a battery. I think that would probably be a good idea. I don't know if I want the power to come out of this side or come out from over here. Probably over here, since we have this node. We can just route it through the front here, allowing us to place a post right here. Now, hammer is your friend with these posts. You can actually click here or click it on the bottom part. I think shift right click. Or is it click this? I think you can actually flip these around where it's hanging on the bottom. Maybe I'm wrong. But as you can see, we can actually double this up and get that like standard, I don't know if this is how they do it everywhere, but in the United States, how our kind of power lines look like. They're like double posted, and they usually run 3 different lines, high powered lines through them. But that's something that we can always do. We can also just place it on the top. But another cool thing that would probably be a good idea is I thought you could place it on the bottom side. At least I thought you could. I thought you were able to change the direction of this. That's where it's like, yeah, it's like maybe not. So to get our power transferred, I'm actually going to go ahead and break this block right here. Or not that block. Wrong block. Need to break the one directly below it, I guess? Yeah, because the other one's in the roof. So if you break this block, I can go ahead and place one of the LV capacitors on here. And then we're going to set this to energy output on this side. And we will use a wire connector, just like that. And now on the inside, we'll click this to energy input. And here is where we're going to stretch this cable over to here. That's going to start charging that battery, giving us another buffer, which is not that bad. And then I'm going to go ahead and just hook up these relays. And this is going to be some travel. Now, I think you do lose a little bit of power. And I hope we have enough distance that we can travel. Hopefully this is enough. I think maybe we're limited. Yeah, it's too far away. So we can't travel too far. I don't know what the max distance is. I'm going to try 8 blocks. So let's say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's try like right here, for example. Will this work? Will this let me? We connect from here to here. Yes. And then we can connect from here to here. And then we need probably another one reaching over here, because I'm pretty sure this is going to be too far. Oh, I can always try. Oh, it does work. Okay, so that connected. So it can go pretty far. Because it's all relative, right? There we go. I bet this is too far. Maybe? Yeah, this is too far. So, yeah, some of these I'm going to go ahead and just replace the posts entirely. And just move it a bit closer. Like, why not right here? Like, that seems reasonable, right? And go ahead and just outfit it with my hammer. Where would I want to put it? Maybe facing this direction. And then connect it up. And this is really fun. I really like this. Connecting our like power cable. Like, this is connecting our... Oh, this is so cool. This is connecting up our power from right here that we're getting. I know the cables are crazy. And then running an actual power cable. An actual power line all the way over here. Like, that's super cool in my opinion. So again. Bam. And hopefully we can step up on this post here. Oh yeah. Get that nice and connected. And there we go. And we just rinse and repeat. And we're almost to the base where we are going to probably take the power right in this side room, I think. Of course, we're going to have to adjust from there. There we go. Yeah, this is actually working out pretty good. I just don't know what the power drain is going to be. LV, so the way power works is LV or low voltage cables are not good at transferring power long distance. That's where high voltage power comes in. High voltage lines can transfer power long distances with minimal power loss. So I don't know how these are affected 100% by that real world mechanic. Oh yeah, that's right. You can climb these. I forgot. You can climb them like ladders. How cool is that? It's like an actual, well, it's like an actual post, like a normal. Ah, Chosen. So this actually worked out perfectly. I placed these lamps in here. Didn't realize I could probably place this on here and it looks like it's powering this lamp. And also allows us to string our power into all the rooms and actually get it right in the center of the room, which is going to be a really good place for this. So right here is a basic smelting factory. It's like your second tier smelter from Mechanism. And what we can do is directly hook this up and you can see the power is going up. So we do have power and it is working fantastic. Now, I do know there are some mods in here that do allow wireless power transfer, but I want to take it slow because if we took it fast, we wouldn't have these in our world. I wouldn't even want to do this. So it is really nice to have the ability to do this and definitely makes a difference in my opinion. So I heard skeleton noises down below this base area and I'm down here just kind of lighting things up. But oh my, what I have found. My goodness. All right, you guys, yeah, just get wrecked. What I have found is unbelievable. Yeah. So let's just go ahead and take a look down here. And hopefully not die. Oh my goodness, let's light this up. We shouldn't die. We should be plenty fine. But look at this area. Holy moly. This area is huge. And it's all open. And it's so like this reminds me of the caverns that I actually visited. I think I visited where was I at where I visited the caverns? Man, this was quite a while ago. I think we were in Louisville, Kentucky, I do believe. So if you ever go to Louisville, Kentucky, be sure to check out some of the caverns or caves they have. They are fantastic, and it reminded me of this because this is really reminiscent of the real thing. It's missing some water because usually there's a lot of water underneath the ground. But this totally reminds me of it. Very like shallow caverns. Like it's exactly what this is. It's more torches. But fantastic. Like this, so well done. Like this is really well done. Very atmospheric. I don't really know what we could use this space for, but I definitely need to light it up because man, the mob spawns down here. We could be having mob spawn elsewhere. Not a big fan of having mobs all over the place, but oh boy, does this look really cool. So I know some of you may ask this in the comments, and I was just thinking about this for a quick second. I may be wondering, why have I stopped doing time lapses? Like I used to do some really nice time lapses, and I just kind of stopped. Well, the reason why I have not been able to do time lapses, not that I stopped them, I just haven't been able to because the time-lapse software or the time-lapse mod that I used was called the replay mod. And there's really not anything... Oh my goodness. There's really not much out there that is actually like it. And that mod used to work in modded Minecraft, but they currently stopped supporting Forge. So they now develop it in Fabric, which is kind of unfortunate. Like I know a lot of the mod devs develop for both Fabric and for Forge. So it's kind of sad that that's the case. But honestly, I wish I could do some like fantastic time lapses, and I even tried to take my other account and get it in this world locally, but I'm not playing on a server right now, so it makes that kind of difficult. Every time I try to load this up as a local host, like to join my own world, it crashes on my other computer, which also crashes this one. I don't know what causes that. I mean, it's nothing that I expected to work. But I do know you can, of course, load this up on a server because we have this up on our sub server at the moment. It's just locally, for some reason, I'm not able to join it. Otherwise, we would have some really cool time lapses. And I kind of plan on doing that in the future. Maybe playing actively on a, single player server. That sounds so weird, but that would allow my my camera account to be on and actively hovering over me as I build, and then I can edit those down into some really nice, snazzy looking time lapses as we build. Just so you guys can see the process, I guess, better. Because I do have tons of videos. Like if you just search like time lapse in ChosenArchitect, you're gonna find some build time lapses that I've done. And honestly, I wish that was a thing. I really wish they were developing for Forge as well as Fabric. But like I said, sadly, it's just not the case. Maybe you guys can petition them. Well, the underground cave is now lit up. Absolutely crazy. Took me less time than I thought it was going to. Man, I really love this cloak, how it like pushes things back when they hit me. I think it's the cloak. I'm pretty sure it's the cloak of balance. Does some really good like knockback. So we're definitely towards the end of the episode. I know today's gonna be a bit shorter, but man, you have no idea how long it took me to actually construct this thing. Let's just say I started at like 9 o'clock at night, and it is now 2 a.m. That's how long it took to record this lovely 22 or 24 minute video. Yeah. Thank you guys so much, by the way. I do appreciate it. You guys are absolutely amazing. Today, I wanted to pay tribute and say a huge thank you to, thanks to Star Lynn for being an amazing Patreon for 21 months. Like, thank you so much. I really do appreciate that. Thank you for continuing to support what I do. I can't say thank you guys enough. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's episode. If you did, don't forget to click that subscribe button if you haven't already, and also give this video, guys, a huge thumbs up. I really appreciate it. I'll see you guys in the next episode. We're probably going to start some techie stuff. And as always, thanks for watching.